Pilipinas, bottom liners, good evening. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagdalo dito sa ating balitaktakan, usapan dahil napaka-kontrobersyal at napaka-interesante po ng ating pag-uusapan. Ito po ay bahagyan ng ating pag-uusapan, ang buhay ng isang journalist. Kasama na rin po yung libro na sinulat po ni Marites Vitug na ating bisita po ngayong gabi, ang Shadow of Doubt, Probing the Supreme Court. So we have Marites on the show tonight. I am interested to find out what you want to talk about, your questions, your feelings, your thoughts. Yes, Shab.
Isa siya sa mga founders ng Philippine Center for Investigative Journalism. Gusto ko lamang malamang, paano niya naisip na gusto niyang to go beyond being a reporter to become an investigative journalist? Kasi magkaiba yun eh. You just report, yung isa naman, nagpo-probe ng mga scandals, ng mga iba't ibang issues sa lipunan. So, kailan niya na-determine na gusto niya
Pero
maging
magkapit-bahay yun, Shab. Medyo magkamag-anak na magpinsan. Because the PCIJ has always been committed to investigative journalism. But we will ask. Ako mas interesado ako actually, paano nabalanse niya yung buhay, PCIJ, may news break. Kasi ang hirap magsulat ng libro, katulad lalo na ng mga libro na sinusulat ni Marites. But I'll take that into account. Welcome to the bottom line, Akil. What is your take? I mean, dito sa ating pag-uusapan tungkol sa libro, tungkol kay Marites.
Ngayon ang gusto kong malaman dahil ang dami-daming subjects na pwedeng pasukan na
Talakayin
si Marites. Paano niya naisipan na pasukin itong Shadow of Doubt na tungkol sa hudikatura na napaka-complex o masilimuot?
No, but that's not just the judiciary eh. Bakit siya nag-focus sa Supreme Court?
Fraternity. The Temple at Padre Paula.
Correct.
Kasi parang pag nasa Supreme Court, ang tawag nila dyan, mga Diyos.
The gods of
The gods have spoken.
No, but this is very enlightening. I mean, there are a lot of things that I discovered through this book na ganun pala nun. And at tayo, enlightened, what I'm trying to say is nagbabasa tayo sa dyaryo, nagbabasa tayo ng mga libro, but there are a lot of surprises. There are a lot of surprises in the book. Ang isang tiyuhin ko pa ay miyembro ng Korte Suprema who retired. So I didn't expect to discover because they don't talk about it.
Yes.
He's a family member, but he does not openly talk about what he does inside the courts. That's why I could relate to some of the stories of Marites. Just to let you know, we did an interview with Maidas Marquez a couple of weeks ago here on the bottom line. And tama ba ang aking, ang Maidas was saying, yes, I've gone through the book and some of the justices were asking kung saan niya nakuha ang lahat ang mga sources niya. Anyway, Reina Fe, is that how you pronounce it? Reina Fe. Ano ang nais mong ipabaon sa akin sa aming pag-uusap ni Marites?
Well, bilang isang journalist, gusto kong malaman kung anong pwede niyang gawin na matulungan yung mga young journalists ngayon on how to cover the media killings. Kasi nakikita ko maraming inaccuracies. Like, parang ginagawa lang nila yung story, then walang follow-up.
Lynette, ikaw?
Yeah, we all very well know that being a journalist, being part of the media, press, it's very risky, especially nowadays after the Maguindanao massacre and all. What is she going to tell? What is the message that she would like to give to the aspirants? For those, again, we're talking about the young, for those young people na gustong maging journalist, tipong mga high school pa lang sila,
In
grade
the
school pa
context
lang.
of the risks,
Oo.
attendant risks.
Anong sasabihin ni Marites sa kanila?
May kwento na ba siyang inatrasan? May kwento na ba siyang medyo, did she back off from a story for whatever reason?
Yes.
Ako nga gusto kong malaman, boy, what story challenged her the most? Yung
And what story would she not do?
Okay.
What story would she not touch?
Ang feeling niya nakataya na yung personal safety niya, yung kanyang fairness sa reporting. Anong storya yun?
Gusto kong itanong sa kanya, Tito Boy, lahat kinalaban mo na eh.
Okay.
Hindi ka ba natatakot? Hindi ka ba natatakot? Saan ka humuhugot ng lakas?
Okay.
May death threats na ba siya?
Yes.
I mean, I'm sure with all this kind of expose, mga sinusulat niya, gaanong kadaming death threats na nakukuha niya? At ilan doon ang namaterialize or how far did these death threats go?
Ibig sabihin, hanggang text messages lang ba ito? So, in the context of that question, ano ang pananaw mo? Ikaw ba'y aatras? Halimbawa, kung ang threaten, kidnapin na ay ang iyong anak na o di kaya ang iyong asawa, ang iyong pamilya. Anyway, I'm going out. I'm going to talk to Marites and then I'll be back. We'll discuss what you think about our conversation. Maraming salamat.
Salamat po.
Magandang gabi kaibigan, maraming salamat at kayo nariyan na naman para samahan kami sa isang gabi ng pag-uusap. Sabi ko nga madalas pagkahaba-haba man ang posisyon, tayo'y hahantong at hahantong pa rin sa the bottom line. Kaibigan, tara, usap tayo. Marites Vitog, welcome to the bottom line. You were writing this book, did you expect to go to jail? Nung ginagawa at sinusulat mo ang libro, wala ka bang sense na sacrilege yung iyong ginagawa? Naniniwala ka, Marites, na marami kang nasagasaan sa librong ito?